NBA season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We are at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the LA Lakers taking on the Boston Celtics. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7, a one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Knocked loose. Celtics get it back. Walker had to rush that one, and it's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Boston with the basketball. From the painted area, won't go down.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem city.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Now down 6. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. And they retain the possession. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Oh, he had it. Lays it up and in.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Stuffs it down with authority. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
Now, Brad. And Stevens calls a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. And Cousins throwing it down.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Celtics have it. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Count the basket at the rim.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Fires the three. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Fires the three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. LeBron James able to recover with the block. For three, had to rush that one, and it's no good. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Into the front court, it's Walker. 14-point deficit. LeBron James snatching it out of the air. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Here's a chance from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Has a look. Add 2 points to the board. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. 4-3. Buries it.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Knocked loose. Lakers ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Brown into the front court. Down a bundle. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Finally. I mean, finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
LeBron James with a piece. Turnover gives them the possession. LeBron into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. Cousins had to rush that one, and it's no good. Lets it fly from long range, shakes free, and hits.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Green pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Trying to cash in. A shot by Green, no good. Shot misses there by Smart. Deep three at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Walker into the front court. His guys down big. Anthony Davis swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Celtics have it. Knocked loose. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Got a piece of it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Walker with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Driving right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
And the slam.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had to force that one, but it's no good. No good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Boston with the basketball. And the Lakers clear. Curling inside, stuffs it down with authority. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. He knows he needs his bench. Brad Stevens turns to his reserves. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythms.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. Lakers at the controls right now. Beyond the arc for three. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Missed a wide open look. Stuffs it down with authority.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark.
It's nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
And his Cantor above the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And he hits.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Oh, emphatic slam. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Wide open look won't go.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Under a minute to go before halftime. Screen coming. Walker. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Boogie, zero hesitation, knocks it down from 3. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block, can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
From long range, he got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. Desperation shot here from half court.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Lakers dominated this matchup from the opening tip, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Celtics did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game trap. Defense.
The Los Angeles Lakers are using defense to create offense, and it's coming off blocks and steals. They're putting in work on both ends of the court.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Ball's controlled by Boston. Anthony Davis tips it. Fourth this contest. Danny Green rejects it. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be